Hey folks, welcome to Transplant Helper again today. My name is Jim Merle, and today on this program, we're talking all about depression and transplant. Yeah, you know as well as I do that going through the whole transplant process from beginning to end, or whatever you want to call that, beginning to success maybe, can be a very difficult and trying time, particularly after transplant when you're in that first year or so and maybe you're still on pretty high doses of that devil's drug prednisone. Your emotions can be very, very difficult to deal with. Dealing with things like depression itself, anxiety disorders, PTSD, all of that can ultimately be a part of your life from now on. So I think it's very important that we learn to deal with those things, that we learn to admit that that can be a possibility or a potential in our life, and to try to make it the best that we can. I'm going to be totally honest with you, even though I'm doing much, much better here 6.5 years out in every aspect, this is one of those aspects where things can sometimes get hard. There are days when I wake up, physically, I feel absolutely fine. Okay. Physically, I've got energy, I've got stamina, I've got everything I need to really go through the day, at least for whatever schedule I have, which is limited, but I've got everything I need to go through that day. However, sometimes, even though that may be the case, emotionally, mentally, I just can't deal. Some days I just don't really want to get out of bed. Or maybe if I do get out of bed, I certainly don't want to go outside. I don't want to go into the community. I don't want to sit down in front of this camera. I just don't want to be bothered by anybody. And I know this is the strange thing about it. I know what's happening then. And I know it's simply that I'm dealing with another one of those bats of depression. Okay. And that's always kind of puzzled me about this situation. You know, some days I know I'm depressed. I know I don't need to be depressed. I know I have no reason to be depressed, but I still am. And sometimes, no matter how hard I try, at least mentally, to try to say, you know what, Jim, you need to let this go. You need to move on. You need to have a good day. I just can't seem to do that. Okay. And what ends up happening then is before very long, maybe after the course of an hour or two, now all of a sudden I've decided I just didn't feel good physically. And so I start feeling a little weak, a little lightheaded, symptoms come on because let's face it, depression can hurt, and depression can sometimes cause physical manifestations, physical outward signs of what you're really dealing with. Okay. So I just wanted to address that a little bit today, talk to you about ways that on the worst days I can overcome most of the time and ways that I can deal. However, I understand that many of us, most of us at least, we're in very different boats. And for some of us, may take more extreme measures to lift ourselves up or to be pulled out of that state of depression than others. Okay. But here's basically what I do when I'm having one of those days and I know I'm feeling depressed, I'm not feeling that great. First and foremost, I simply just grab my earbuds or turn on a Bluetooth speaker in the house and I start to listen to music, okay? And it could be any genre, any type, everything's different, but I just start listening to music. There's a quality in music, for me personally at least, that can absolutely lift my spirit. It doesn't have to be anything upbeat or exciting. It just be the fact that maybe I listen to music that brings me into other worlds, or maybe I listen to some kind of music that brings me back to an earlier point in my life. For example, I can listen to a lot of the music from the late 80s, early 90s. That takes me back to my high school days when it seemed like everything was going great for me. So, I can just move myself from one place to another and use music to do that. I know many of you can do very much the same. You can turn around and do something similar, and that's flip on the television. I don't encourage you to end up being a binge watcher and a couch potato, but you can flip on the television, watch some program. I happen to like Andy Griffith, just the humor of it, the lightheartedness of it takes me back to a better time. So I'll sit down and watch an episode or 2 or 3 or 20 of Andy Griffith, and I'll generally feel better. And that's kind of my first plan of attack, if you will, as far as dealing with that. Now, my second plan of attack is simply to get busy. Okay. It's easy. And when my mind is not right and then I decide my body's not right, it's easy to just go find the recliner, find the couch, find the bed, and just crash for the day and do absolutely nothing. But I know on the other side of that, some of what is depressing me is the task that I have for today, whether it's chores, whether it's dealing with, the children, whether it's, getting ready for the evening or whatever. some of the time that I'm depressed or feeling down is because I feel overwhelmed. So what better way to deal with that than to start doing some of those tasks? Pick something simple, pick something easy, and just start doing some of those tasks throughout the day. Go make up the bed, go straighten the kitchen. That's some of what I do. Go clean the bathroom. Yeah, I hate it, but I do that too. Go start doing something so that you can see that humongous checklist that you may have in front of you beginning to wear down, and see that, yeah, I can do something here. And I may have the music playing in the background, so I'm kind of using both techniques at once, but sometimes that helps, okay? So listen to some music, do something. I think that is extremely important. Number 3, and this is a biggie, and I've seen so many times when this right here, this one thing lifts me out of my depressive state, at least, temporarily for no other time, and that is to contact someone, okay? Reach out, help someone else, find someone else that's in a worser, yeah, I said the word, a worser state than you are. I'm from the South, we can say that. I can say ain't too, but find someone that's in a worser state than you are. Reach out to them. Try to uplift them. Try to, send them a message. And that's one of the things that I think it's easy to start with, even if you feel so bad you are on the couch. I'll reach for my phone. I'll just type out a message to someone. I'll say, hey, so-and-so, just checking on you. Just want to let you know I'm thinking about you. Just want to let you know that, I'm here for you if you need me. Just making sure you're having a good day. And it's unbelievable how reaching out to someone else, even in that small way, just sending a text or sending a private message through some social media site, that little small thing right there really lifts my spirit probably as much as it does then. Now, I've been on the other side of that. When I've been sitting around, moping around, and all of a sudden a text comes in, I don't even want to read it, but I grab my phone anyway, and it's it's some of you even, some viewer, some friend reaches out and just says, hey, Jim, I appreciate what you do here, checking on you, that kind. Man, that changes my life, folks. So do that. In addition to that, if you feel up to it, or you can push yourself to it, give somebody a phone call. Maybe you've got a friend, a family member you hadn't spoken to in a while. Maybe you've got one of us as part of the Transplant Helper community. Give someone a call. Talk to them. Check on them. See how they're doing. You can exchange stories. It's wonderful just hearing the sound of someone's voice sometimes, how much that can do for them. And by the way, if I hadn't told you in a while, I'll be sure to put my number, my personal cell phone number, at the bottom of the screen right here. You're welcome to call me anytime. If I don't answer, I may have screened your call because I'm busy or I'm dealing with something, but I promise you, I'll give you a call back. So be sure to use that number here at the bottom of the screen. Give me a call anytime. I'll be that guy for you. But, give someone a call. If you're able, go visit someone in person. That's what this community is about. It's about reaching out. It's about helping others. It's about making connections with others and trying to encourage them and educate. I always say advocate, educate, motivate. Doing those things can really, really increase your mood and make you have a better day. So basically all this is about, I have low days. I have bad days. I had one yesterday. I was afraid today was going to be that way because I woke up feeling great, and within minutes my mind was floating away. But I sat down to talk to you instead, and I've got to smile as much as I can smile physically. So I don't really smile, but as much as I can smile physically, I am, and I think I'm going to have a great day. But I'm going to do some of the things that I described. Listen to music, get to doing something, reach out to someone, help someone. That's what I know will help in a lot of cases. Not every, but in a lot of cases. So with that being said, I'm going to practice what I preach. My phone's sitting over here right out of sight. I'm going to grab my phone. I'm going to start texting, start reaching out, maybe give somebody, a few people, a few calls, trying to encourage them, try to lift them up, and to try to make their day better, as well as, let's take care of number 1. I'm going to make mine better as I do that. So until next time we speak, folks, I really, really appreciate you watching this video. If you liked it, if it helped you out in any way at all, give me a big thumbs up. Share this video out over on one of the social media platforms. That really helps a lot. And be sure to hit that big subscribe button. YouTube's not being very kind lately in the algorithm. So a lot of times they're not even putting my videos in front of people that I know would like to see them. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, the bell notification out beside that. And I promise you, I will continue to provide you with content which I hope will help to advocate, educate, and motivate you as a transplant patient. But until next time, each and every one of you, please, in spite of how you feel today, stay stronger, friends. Hey, man, I just want to check on you and make sure you were doing pretty good today. Yeah, Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's great. I mean, I'm excited for you. I'm excited that you're doing as well as you are. So, yeah, keep on keeping on, man. I'm praying for you. Just stay stronger, and you'll do awesome. Yeah. All right, call me anytime. I really don't mind.